So you've got yourself some DJ gear, you've learned to beat match at least a little bit. The next step is recording a mix and putting it out to the public. Now this can seem a little bit daunting, but in this video we'll go over 3 different types of mixes that you can make and some things to keep in mind to make them as effective as possible. So first, let's go over the 3 different types of mixes. First would be recordings of your practice sessions. Now, I always advise, especially for beginners, to record their practice sessions, as there really isn't a better way to kind of review and see your progress as you go on with your DJing journey. Now, of course, not every practice session is going to go fantastic, but over the course of time, I'm sure you're going to come out with some sessions that you will want to release to the public. The next step up from recorded practice session has to be the recorded live gig set. Now, these are really cool because it involves the live element of playing in front of a crowd. And there really is no substitute for that in comparison to playing by yourself in your studio or in your bedroom. Now, you can't expect live sets to be 100% perfect, as they do have that live element, but that's sort of the fun of it. Maybe one of your blends was slightly off and you had to nudge it live, or the excitement of playing off the top of the head makes live sets a lot more exciting than the recorded practice session. And finally, the most polished versions of DJ mixes has to be the completely planned out DJ mix. Now this gives you the most creativity possible because you can meticulously plan each and every track and each and every transition before you get to recording. Also, because this type of mix isn't live, you can take as many attempts as possible to get that mix recorded as perfectly as possible. And to me, this is where DJs can really shine. You can show the type of DJ that you are, the type of sound that you have, and your overall personality as a DJ. Now that we know the different types of mixes, where do we put these mixes out? Well, there's 3 major platforms, at least to me, on the internet. Number 1 would have to be SoundCloud. SoundCloud is probably one of the biggest places that DJs post their mixes online, with the caveat that if you're playing a lot of copyrighted music, there's a chance that your mix will get taken down for copyright reasons. Number 2 has to be Mixcloud. Now, Mixcloud doesn't have an audience as big as SoundCloud, but the positive of that is that you can play pretty much any type of music, copywritten or not, on there without fear of your mix getting taken down. And finally, what I think is going to be the most important moving forward has to be posting your mix on YouTube. Now, YouTube has the kind of copyright system that SoundCloud has. It's hit or miss sometimes, so you might want to try uploading it and seeing if it's going to get taken down or not. But more and more DJs are moving to YouTube. It doesn't have to be a video recorded set. You could even just put some album artwork up and have your mix playing. But more and more DJs are posting their mixes on YouTube because of the reach of the YouTube platform. So if you can get your mix up on YouTube, I highly suggest you do that. And my top tip has to be trying to post your mix on all 3 platforms. That way you get the widest range of audience possible to hear your mixes. So let's wrap this up with 3 things that I think you need to keep in mind when thinking of releasing a DJ mix. Number 1, don't expect it to be perfect, especially bedroom sets or live gig sets. When recording, that human element makes those mixes a little bit more interesting to listen to. Number 2 is the fact that your mixes will get better the more that you create them. You can't expect your first mix to be absolutely perfect, an absolute banger, and the more often you do it, the more you refine your mix technique and the more you refine your sound as a DJ that you want to share to the public. And finally, is to keep in mind that even if only one person takes the time to listen to your mix, that's a win. As a DJ, you never know if you're going to be playing in front of one person or a room of hundreds or thousands of people. And you got to think of mixes sort of similarly. Even if just one person takes the time out of their day to listen to what you've created, that's a total win and something that you should be proud of. Well, that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking for more DJ related content, go ahead and click on one of the videos right here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.